Ever wonder how far someone would go to prove they're right, even when they're dead wrong? At the heart of Green Valley's bustling farmers market, Karen strutted through the crowd, her chin high, her reusable tote bag swinging with purpose. She was no stranger to the market's vendors, but today, her mission wasn't to show it, was to dominate. Karen, self-proclaimed nutrition expert, had a plan. Swap out the market's popular fresh-pressed juices with her own superior, homemade blends, claiming they were healthier. Her smug grin screamed confidence, but her scheme was about to unravel in ways she never imagined. Karen had spent weeks preparing. She'd posted rants on social media, blasting the market's juice stall for using inferior ingredients. Pasteurized nonsense, she typed furiously, her followers eating up her claims. Armed with her own concoctions cloudy, unlabeled bottles of kale, lemon, and questionable additives, she marched to the stall that sunny Saturday. The vendor, Mia, a soft-spoken woman with years of experience, was busy serving a line of customers. Karen didn't wait. She pushed to the front, declaring, "I'm a certified nutritionist, and your juices are a health hazard." Her voice cut through the market's hum, drawing curious glances. Mia, stunned, tried to respond, but Karen was already swapping her bottles onto the display, knocking over a jug of orange juice in the process. Sticky liquid pooled on the table, dripping onto the ground. Customers murmured, some amused, others annoyed. Karen's reasoning? She insisted her blends were detoxifying and scientifically optimized. She waved a crumpled piece of paper she claimed was her certification, though no one could read the fine print. Her bottles, filled with a murky green sludge, looked nothing like Mia's vibrant juices. "These are packed with superfoods," Karen boasted, ignoring the skeptical stares. She handed out samples, urging people to taste the difference. Most declined, but a few curious souls took sips and immediately regretted it. One teenager spat out, coughing, "This tastes like lawn clippings." Karen's face twitched, but she doubled down, insisting they weren't ready for true health. Behind the scenes, Mia's assistant, Jake, a lanky college kid who'd been quietly restocking, noticed something off. Karen's bottles weren't just homemade, they were tampered with. He spotted her slipping a small vial of something into one of her blends, stirring it with a sly glance. Jake, who'd taken a food safety course, knew trouble when he saw it. He whispered to Mia, who nodded, her face tightening. They didn't confront Karen yet. Instead, Jake slipped away to call his cousin, Lila, a local food inspector who happened to be nearby. This was the twist Karen didn't see coming. Lila wasn't just a bureaucrat. She was a no-nonsense investigator with a knack for sniffing out fraud. As Karen continued her performance, Lila arrived, blending into the crowd with her clipboard and sharp eyes. She watched Karen swap another bottle, this time spilling more juice and leaving a trail of chaos. Lila stepped forward, her voice calm but firm. "Ma'am, I'm with the county health department. Mind if I take a look at those bottles?" Karen froze, her smugness faltering. The crowd grew thicker, phones out, recording the showdown. Karen stammered, "I'm a nutritionist. I know what I'm doing." But Lila wasn't buying it. She picked up one of Karen's bottles, sniffed it, and frowned. "This smells off. Care to explain what's in it?" Karen's confidence cracked. She tried to deflect, accusing Mia of sabotaging her. But Lila, unfazed, opened one of the bottles and poured a sample into a test vial. The crowd hushed as she ran a quick field test, her face growing grim. "This contains unlisted additives, potentially unsafe ones," Lila announced. Gasps rippled through the market. Karen's face turned red, then pale. She tried to grab the bottle back, but Lila held firm. "You're not a certified nutritionist, are you?" Lila pressed. Karen's silence was deafening. Mia, stepping forward, added, "I checked her so-called certification online. It's from a shady website that sells degrees for $50. The confrontation escalated as Lila called for backup. Karen, now cornered, lashed out, accusing everyone of a conspiracy. "You're all jealous of my knowledge," she shrieked, knocking over more bottles in her frenzy. The crowd booed, some shouting, "Get her out of here." Jake, now back at the stall, handed Lila a tampered bottle he'd caught Karen sneaking in earlier. Tests later revealed it contained expired supplements and a suspicious amount of sugar syrup, hardly the detox Karen promised. The market buzzed with outrage. Karen's scheme wasn't just a stunt. It was reckless, potentially dangerous. As Lila escorted Karen away for further questioning, the crowd erupted in cheers for Mia. Karen's tote bag lay abandoned, its contents spilling out fake labels, a half-empty vial, and her crumpled certification. Mia, shaken but composed, offered free juices to the crowd, turning the chaos into a moment of community. But the real sting came later. Karen's social media empire, built on her expertise, crumbled overnight. Her followers, horrified by the viral videos of her meltdown, unfollowed in droves. Local news picked up the story, branding her Juice Karen. She tried to post an apology, but it was too late. Her grimace in those videos, caught as she tasted her own sour blend, became a meme. In the aftermath, Mia's stall thrived, her reputation bolstered by her grace under pressure. Jake got a raise, and Lila was hailed as a hero. Karen, meanwhile, faced fines and a ban from the market. Rumors swirled she'd moved to another town, still claiming to be a nutritionist but with no takers. The market's regulars learned a lesson. Question bold claims, especially when they come to the side of arrogance. Mia put up a new sign at her stall: fresh juices made with honesty. It drew smiles every time. What would you do if you caught someone like Karen in the act? Share your thoughts. Where do you draw the line between confidence and deception?